Aldol condensation reaction. Aldol condensation reaction takes place in aldehyde and ketones. Aldehyde and ketones both are carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds are the compounds having carbon with double bond oxygen. These are the structure of aldehyde and ketone. So here you can see in aldehyde there is one alkyl group, then carbon with double bond oxygen, and then hydrogen. In ketone, one alkyl group, carbon with double bond oxygen, and another alkyl group. So both these structures have carbonyl carbon. There are certain other requirements for aldol condensation reaction. The next requirement is presence of alpha hydrogen. In both aldehyde and ketone, alpha hydrogens are present. Because of this alpha hydrogen, this aldol condensation reaction can take place in both these aldehyde and ketone. So what is alpha hydrogen? By the definition, you can see hydrogen which is present on the first carbon adjacent to functional group, or we can say the hydrogen which is present on first carbon atom that attached to a functional group. So here you can see one example. In this, OH or the alcoholic group is present after that first carbon, and here it is second carbon. So here you can see the first carbon is called as alpha carbon, and the hydrogen which are directly bonded to this carbon are called as alpha hydrogen. Adjacent to that carbon, next carbon, it is beta carbon, and the hydrogens which are attached to this carbon became beta hydrogen. So both these alpha and beta are the position indicating the carbon present in the structure. So the second condition is the presence of alpha hydrogen. If alpha hydrogen is present in the structure, then only the aldol condensation reaction will take place. Next criteria is this reaction takes place in the presence of strong base like sodium hydroxide. So in this aldol condensation, strong base is used as a catalyst, but we will use a dilute solution of strong base. So here we are going to use dilute NaOH or dilute sodium hydroxide solution. In this aldol condensation, the beta hydroxyaldehyde and the beta hydroxyketone, generally they lose a water molecule to produce alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. Let's see the example of aldol condensation reaction takes place in aldehyde. Here we can see the two molecule of ethanol. When they react in the presence of dilute NaOH, we will get a 3-hydroxybutanol as a aldol product. On dehydration, butenol obtained as a aldol condensation product. Let's see the example of aldol condensation reaction takes place in ketone. So here we can see the two molecule of propanone when react in the presence of acid base catalyst ketol, the aldol product is obtained which is 4-hydroxy 4-methyl pentane 2-one. Again on dehydration, removal of one water molecule, the 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one is obtained as a aldol condensation product. Now let's see the aldol condensation reaction in aldehyde with complete mechanism. So here we are using the dilute solution of base. I already told that dilute solution of strong base is used in the aldol condensation reaction. So generally when NaOH diluted with water, we will get Na plus and OH minus ion. This OH minus ion is highlighted because this is the only factor which will initiate the aldol condensation. So here we can say that the dilute solution of NaOH or sodium hydroxide will split into Na plus ion and OH minus ion. So let's start with mechanism. In first step, there is a removal of alpha hydrogen and formation of carbanion takes place. So here you can see this is the first molecule of ethanol. When it react with OH minus we already obtained from splitting of NaOH or sodium hydroxide. So this OH minus ion will abstract hydrogen or alpha hydrogen from the ethanol, and there is a formation of carbanion compound. Carbanion compound means carbon. Here you can see the negative charge with electron pair. So this OH will take the hydrogen present on the alpha carbon, but the electrons will remain on the carbon. So because the electrons will remain on this carbon, it acquires the negative charge. So in the first step, the formation of carbanion takes place. Let's move to the second step. In step 2, it is the nucleophilic addition reaction with other carbonyl compound. Means the first carbonyl compound ethanol is utilized for the formation of carbanion. In second step, this reaction will take place with other ethanol molecule. So here you can see this is the ethanol molecule and this is the carbanion. So this is a nucleophilic addition reaction. So here the new ethanol molecule, when it react with carbanion, so you can see this negative charge present on the carbon due to these two electrons. These electrons are utilized to form a bond with this carbon, this carbonyl carbon, and it will form a bond with this carbon, and this double bond will break and the electrons will go to the oxygen and it will acquire the negative charge. So here you can see this is the structure. When this ethanol and carbanion they will react, this structure will form. This structure is also known as alkoxide ion. So here you can see the oxygen will get negative charge and this CH2 will bind to this carbon. So I have already written this structure in this form so that you can easily understand. So our product will be this CH3, C with oxygen negative charge, and this CH2, C double bond OH. So this is our alkoxide ion. So after nucleophilic addition reaction with other carbonyl compound, we will get the alkoxide ion. So this is our second step. Let's discuss third step, that is the protonation of alkoxide ion. Here you can see this is our alkoxide ion structure. Protonation means the introduction or the addition of proton in any structure. So we can see in alkoxide ion the oxygen will carry the negative charge. So how this protonation reaction will takes place? By the addition of water, because here water will act as a source of proton. The structure of water is H2O. In that H2O, the H will split and the proton will be liberated from this water molecule and it will be taken by the oxygen. So here oxygen have negative charge and this water in this proton which is liberated from the water will carry the positive charge. So this positive charge proton and this oxygen, they will form a hydroxyl group, OH group, the alcoholic group. So this is our aldol compound. This is remaining OH minus ion. So here the alkoxide ion is converted into aldol compound. Why? Because this alkoxide ion have abstracted the proton from the water. Here water will act as a source of proton. It will donate the proton to alkoxide ion. Let's move to the step fourth. The step fourth is the dehydration of aldol compound in the basic solution. So here you can see this is our aldol compound. When we heat this aldol compound in the presence of basic solution, there is a removal of OH and 1H from both these two carbon. Here you can see OH group is present, alcohol group, and this carbon have two hydrogen. So during dehydration there is a removal of one water molecule. Here I am writing this. In dehydration reaction always there is a removal of water molecule. So here how this water molecule will be liberated? Because in this structure OH group is present. On the neighboring carbon, two hydrogens are there. So this OH and one hydrogen from this carbon will form a water molecule. So in this way we will get alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde compound, and this compound is our aldol condensation product. So the name of this compound is butyl-enol. I hope by seeing this mechanism, you can easily understand the aldol condensation reaction. If any confusion is there, all the queries are welcome. Let's discuss the aldol condensation in ketone compounds. Aldol condensation, when takes place in ketone compound, generally it is catalyzed by the acid. Here water is also included, but water will act as a base. Water acid. Acids are the compound which gives or liberate the proton H+. Here two examples are there, HCl and H2SO4. HCl will split into H+ and Cl-, and H2SO4 will split into H+ and HSO4-. So here let's start with first step. In first step, there is a protonation of oxygen of carbonyl group. Means the carbonyl group present in the ketone will get protonated, or introduction of proton or H+ in the ketone structure. So here you can see prop2-one, or its common name is acetone, is get protonated with the help of this H+ ion. This H+ ion is supplied by the acid. Here you can see these are the two acids. So when this prop2-one is protonated with H+, we will get protonated carbonyl group. In this you can see the oxygen bind with hydrogen and it will acquire a positive charge. So this is our first step, protonation of oxygen of carbonyl group. Generally, this first step, protonation of oxygen of carbonyl groups, occur for both the molecules of ketone. It means both the ketone molecules get protonated and they converted into protonated carbon. Let's discuss the second step. It is the formation of enol. So here in second step, the protonated carbonyl compound when react with water molecule, the formation of enol takes place. Here when this protonated carbonyl compound react with water, the water molecule will abstract the proton from the alpha carbon. Here you can say this is your protonated carbonyl carbon and this is the alpha carbon. On alpha carbon this hydrogen is present. This hydrogen is taken by the water molecule to form the enol compound. So here you can see the hydrogen is taken by this water molecule and the electrons which are shared by this carbon hydrogen bonds will go to the other side of the bond and it will convert into double bond. Here water molecule will behave like a base. It will remove the alpha hydrogen to form the enol. So here you can see the alpha hydrogen is removed with this water molecule. This water molecule basically it abstracts the alpha hydrogen from this alpha carbon. Now let's see step third. Step third is very important. Here enol attack a protonated carbonyl group of second ketone molecule. As I told you in first step that both the ketone molecules will converted into protonated carbonyl group. So here you can see this is the protonated ketone and this is the enol compound which was formed in the second step. So here you can see protonated ketone and the enol compound when they react in the presence of water. You can see this water molecule will take one of the proton from the enol compound and the electron which are shared by the oxygen and hydrogen will be transferred to the other bond present on this carbon. So there is a formation of double bond. You can see here the formation of double bond takes place. Whereas on this carbon double bond is present, this double bond will be break and the electrons are utilized by this carbon to form a bond with this protonated ketone molecule. So here you can see once this CH2 will form a bond with this carbon, then the double bond will break and the electrons will be utilized by the H. So because this OH will have a deficiency of electrons, so these electrons will be utilized by the OH group to compensate that deficiency. So here you can see the CH2 will form a bond with this carbon and this hydrogen will be liberated and taken by the water molecule and ultimately we will get our aldol product. So here you can see our aldol product. This is our aldol product and H3O plus ion. I have written this aldol product in this way also, you can see. So when this aldol product is formed, On the dehydration, the removal of water molecule takes place and there is a formation of 4-methyl pent 3-ene-2-one. So ultimately this is the dehydrated aldol condensation product. So in dehydration, this OH and the H from the CH2 will be liberated. They will form a water molecule and they will remove from this molecule to get a double bond.